Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them all dressed like $1 million, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Yeah. Everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Oh, listen, Steve Harvey. Why don't you join in? Yeah. Steve Harvey. Get them on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, you join in with me. Come with me, help me say. Turn your radio on. You gotta. Turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. So y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Got to turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. Y'all listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Man, oh man, got a radio show. Yeah, I do. God's so big to me, man. I just have to tell you about it. I can't help it. It's rather obvious to me how big, how good God is. He's absolutely tremendous. He's off the chain. He on one. He be clowning. He be just showing out. Man, I'm just over here just on the receiving end. You know, man, I wanted to share something with you today. You know, if you're out there, start your mission today. Start your mission today. What are you waiting for? Why do we as people delay what we want or delay the process to begin what we want, our hopes, our dreams, our desires? Why won't you start your mission today? Why don't we all decide together? Better yet, let's just kill that because you don't. Just individually. Look, you listening. You got something that you've been dreaming about. You got an ambition of yours that's not yet fulfilled. You got goals you haven't accomplished yet. You got dreams, aspirations. Everybody has them. Everybody's got them. Everybody's got something that's on the table that they haven't yet attacked yet. What are you waiting for? Start your mission today. Stop the procrastination now. The procrastination is only hurting you, yourself. And if you allow procrastination to set in, then that allows then, which is a weakness, but that allows the devil then to just really do his thing. Because an idle mind is the devil's playground. So if you ain't working on your goals, dreams, aspirations, or visions, you just waking up seeing how today gonna go, or the devil, he got plenty for you to do. See, but if you get your mind right on your goal and your focus and your purpose, then you can go on about your business. Then when the distraction comes, you can catch yourself. Now, that don't mean you ain't going to fall prey to some of your distractions, because you will. But you will have a goal in mind, an aspiration that makes you go, hold on, man, I got to stay focused here, because what I really want, where I'm really trying to go, the thing that I'm really after, this new little thing that's being introduced, this don't fit into the equation. Man, let me keep it moving. Or you may step off the line for a little while. Like I said yesterday, the thing about God is he's so forgiving that if you get out of line, he'll hold your place. See, that's the real cool thing. A lot of people will do that for you, too. Like I said, if you're at the movie theater or you're at the amusement park and you're in a line and you forget something, if you politely ask the person behind you, hey, man, I got to run to my car, I left something, would you hold my place? Most people will say, fine, yeah, go ahead. And when you come back, they don't have a problem. See, your problem is you want to get out the line, go do something, then come back and just get up in the line further up than you were, or cut somebody. Now you got a problem because, see, everybody looking at you now like, oh, whoa, partner, where you come from? You know, the line start back here. But see, the thing with God is God don't do that. God don't say the line start back here. God holds your place. When you make a mistake and you fall off the line, God holds your place. But if you ain't got no dreams, aspiration, if you ain't got no place, what he holding for you? See, I mean, he got a place for you, but you got to come to him. See, some people, here's what I'm saying. If you got a goal, an aspiration, a dream, and you fall off track momentarily, you can get back to that because God knows where you left off. Now, you may have to accomplish a few more things since you stopped for a long period of time, but God knows where you left off. You can get back on track. Look, man, this dream of being on TV since I was a kid, it got off track now. It got off track. I just kept it as one of the dreams. And in some real dark moments when it looked like it wasn't going to happen, all I was hanging on to was just a hope that one day it could. But that's what faith is really about. Faith is the belief in things that you cannot see. But faith gives you the confidence to keep hoping, man. Sometimes it just keep hope alive. Sometimes, you heard Jesse Jackson say it, just keep hope alive. Sometimes, man, it's just the hope. I was hanging on a hope. And I'm talking about when it got real ugly and funky out there for me, when it looked like I wasn't going to ever make it. And all of the facts was in and everything pointed in the direction you're not going to make it. You done really messed up this time. Then I sat there and I just hung on to the hope. But man, that's what I'm saying. If you got a dream or an aspiration, a vision or something, when you fall off track and you want to go get back in line, God holds your place. See, he held on to that for me. He knew I was off track and out of line, but he said, okay, here's where we stop. You want to be on TV. Now, when you get it together and you quit tripping and you come and you turn to me, I'm going to hold your place, put you back in line, then we go and finish the journey. That took me a lot longer to get here than I wanted to, but then it was necessary because I needed all of them mishaps to happen to me along the way. So when I got on the radio one day, which I did not see coming, Steve Harvey got a radio show, y'all. That's why I say it every day. See, because of this radio show that I didn't see coming, now I have stories to tell. I got experiences to share. And I can tell you about me better than I can tell you about anybody. And I done been through enough where it's relatable, where enough people can go, man, that happened to me. Appreciate you saying that. That's what it was for. See, I get it now. See, at the time, though, I didn't like what was happening to me. At the time, I was really in total disagreement with God on a lot of stuff he was pulling off on me. But in essence, I was really pulling it off on myself. But through his grace and mercy, he kept me through all of my mistakes, all my bad decisions, all my miscalculations, all my misfires, all the times I knowingly stepped out there and did wrong. He forgave me. He said, because, man, if you ever come to me, I have a plan for you that is going to be far and above. It will supersede everything you've ever dreamed of. That's what I did. I just got sick of me, good and sick of me. And I turned it over to God. And then God started working. And here I am today. Now, is he through with me yet? Nope. Have I arrived yet? Nope. But guess what? The journey is cool. And then you know what I found out? That's kind of what it's like in life. If you done walked off the cliff in life and you ain't got no God in your life, it's like not having a parachute. You step off the cliff and you just free falling. Now see, now that fall gets you closer to the grave, right? See, we all heading to the grave from the moment we're born. But the cool thing about a relationship with God is when you step off the cliff, and you got God, he a parachute. You still going down, but it's a nice ride. You guide and you glide and you softly, you enjoying, you look around, you smiling, you're meeting other people along the way. You're floating over here to ski a little while. You're over there at the beach for a little while. You mess around over here. You get to go out the country a little bit on your parachute and all that. And God just helps your descent appear more like a rise and more like a euphoric fall, instead of not having no God in your life and you just walking off that cliff every day, free falling, ain't got no cord, you steady pulling. You hollering the whole way because you done messed around with yourself and ain't let God come into your life and provide a parachute for you. I would rather have a parachute since I got to jump every day than to not have one. God has been like a parachute for me. Ask me where that came from, I can't tell you. But like I always say, most good things that happen in my life that I can't explain, it's usually him.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Excuse me, this is the Steve Harvey Morning Show. It's about to begin, and you are now officially a part of it. Do not attempt to get off the ride. You are locked in. There is no way of getting out. In other words, folks, you are being held hostage. J. Anthony Brown and Thomas Miles, you very familiar with this situation. Ladies and gentlemen, Shirley Strawberry.
Hey, good morning, Steve.
Carla Farrell.
What's happening? What's up, Steve? What's up, crew?
I'm looking for Junior.
Morning, right here.
And J. Anthony Brown.
Once that hammer comes down, that bar comes down across your arms, you cannot get out. You locked in, damn it. Your ass.
And Tommy Tom.
Big doggy dog. What it do, buddy?
Yeah.
Okay. What's happening? Good morning, everybody.
Hey.
What's up, everybody?
Hey.
Hey, hey.
What is happening?
Hey.
Remember that?
That's the TV show.
Catchphrases from TV.
Yes.
What you talking about, Willis?
Oh, Andy.
Well, it has begun.
What?
The show, Shirley.
Oh, I thought you meant something else.
I thought something else.
We know the show
I
is
thought something had
begun.
jumped
Yeah.
off, dog. I thought something else was in the news,
man.
you know?
Nobody
It's
knew.
like,
What
dang,
happened
we,
now?
we just got here.
It's too much.
What happened now?
What is he
What
doing?
they said
back
you
over
did now. We didn't even know, man. What happened?
You sounded like you had some inside
Yeah,
info.
man.
Oh, it did.
Well, I'm broadcasting from Dubai.
Well, what's the whale for, though?
Balling right there, boy.
Could have just
Tell me
said
that
Dubai.
balling.
That's balling there, dog.
Steve,
Yeah.
it's okay.
That's
Would you
balling.
stop apologizing? It's okay. Now
it's
say it
okay.
again. Say it
What's
again.
next? The moon?
Say it again like you mean
I'm
it,
gonna try.
Steve.
Well, okay, I'm gonna try. Shirley.
Come
Be
on.
excited.
Yes.
Say it like you mean it.
Oh, you don't understand. I am.
But you don't
we
sound
can't
like
tell.
it.
Well, but see,
I told you to stop
You
apologizing.
We're not doing that.
No.
Not in the 1-9.
No.
No.
God
we're
is
not doing
blessing you, so
Okay,
let's
here's the
have
deal.
it.
okay, here's the deal. I'm in Dubai.
Thank you.
Go ahead, boy.
Now
Go
we
ahead, boy.
believe you.
Go
And
ahead,
I'm
boy.
doing the radio from here.
Look at God.
Walk around with
Look at my Lord.
Won't he do it, baby?
Won't he
Won't
do
he
it?
do it?
Junior.
Won't he do it? Won't he do it?
You are living your best life. We're going to have to rewrite the song.
I know you walk around with your Jesus sandals on, boy. I know you doing it.
I'm an old little Duval.
Living your best life. That's
You are
right,
living your
Steve.
best
Claim
life.
it. Get it, man. Get
open
it. Life
your
too
man.
short to be tripping.
I know.
Taking care of
Yeah.
a little business. It's mostly business trip for me, but the business trip is when they take you to dinner over here.
It's different.
Ah,
You better stunt.
what we eating?
Yeah, we've never
How
been
much
to
that
Dubai.
cost? Nothing for you. Nothing for you, Mr. Harvey. And Mrs. Harvey, you our guest. Thank you.
Oh, wow. All right, Steve, so you're traveling. You always have a funny travel story. You gotta tell us one when we come back at 32 after the hour, right after this.
I know he got it.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so Steve, before we went to break, you told us you were in Dubai. Oh my God, how exciting!
Living your best life.
Yes.
But I'm supposed to not act like this. You know, I was trying to, and y'all snapped me out of it. I was trying to safeguard it from the haters. But then Carla said, we're not doing that in 2019.
No, Steve, you're blessed.
Blame it,
okay,
boy.
yes, it's okay.
Well,
it's
you know,
okay.
a huge part of it is I've, you know,
I mean,
I asked God to increase my global brand and persona. And it started back with the what shall I call it, the Miss Universe faux pas. You know, when I made the mistake and said the wrong name, right? That was the beginning. My name had been Googled within 48 hours 4 billion times.
Woo.
So I was world famous. And even over here, they know it for that. But it's talked about differently over here. Around the world, it's talked about what an honorable thing you did. And so it's just been increasing.
When you took the blame for it, yeah.
Right, you know, through Africa, and it's been increasing through the UAE. And so I'm being honored over here with the Lynx Award, which is the...
well, congratulations, sir.
They
That's
recognize... they're recognizing me for having the most global presence on television from the United States to
true.
other parts of the world.
Go ahead, boy.
That's true.
Really, man, I didn't even know I was this big in the UAE, but
Wow.
Little Big Shots and Family Feud is so huge over here.
Wow.
And so that's
Steve.
what I got. I'm getting an award for that, and I'm accepting it Wednesday night.
Congratulations.
I gotta add
And
some more money to your name. Just when I be thinking.
Yeah, man, it's like really, really an amazing thing that's happening over here. But
God is
so
good.
I'm
God
at
is
this
good.
event last night, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this guy has been drinking a bit much.
Okay.
And, you know, he already ain't from America, so, you know, my understanding of what he talking about is like, but he wasn't Muslim. And so he was talking to me, and he said, Sir, it is you. I have always wanted to meet you. I said, yeah. And I could tell he was slurring his speech a little bit. So I said, yeah, man. Yeah, it's cool. How you doing? Oh, I loved you in your movie. And so now I'm thinking, what movie I did that's been over here? He said, you were in Superman 3. Tell me it is you. So I said, now, you know, I don't watch movies, right? So I'm thinking, Iron Man, Terrence Howard.
Well,
I got the wrong superhero. I got the wrong person.
I know exactly what
everything.
he thinking.
Yeah.
So seriously, so I'm saying, nah, man, I wasn't in that movie, man. You got me mistaken. No. It is you.
Yeah.
It is my favorite movie. I watched it when I was young. And I'm sitting there going, oh, what are you talking about? Now, I don't even know who in Superman 3.
You know your boy do though. Go ahead, keep
Seriously.
going.
I have no clue who's in Superman 3. So I'm telling the dude, I said, nah, man, I wasn't in the movie. I'm sorry. You are hurting me.
Aw.
It is you. I want a picture and an autograph. I said, bro, you finna get a picture and an autograph of somebody that you thinking is in a movie that ain't in no damn movie, dog. Then he said, what did you say? I said, I ain't in no damn movie. He said, why are you cursing me?
Ooh.
So I got scared.
Yeah, they don't do that over there, dog.
You know, I'm in another country.
That's
so I don't know.
right. Pull
I
up,
don't know where this is
partner.
Wait a
going.
minute, you in a country where they don't cuss?
No, well, obviously he was on some other stuff.
Oh, okay, all right.
So the lady that knew me, that arranged for us to come over, she came over and said, "Excuse me, what are you doing?" And he says, "I am asking for a picture." She said, "He is not here for pictures. Why are you drunk?" And she just went in on the dude. And I felt bad for him. I said, "No, you are drunk. He is our guest. Get away from him." Are you still here?
Now are you still
Here
here?
it come.
Yeah. Are you still here? So I said, okay. I've never been to prison out the country before. And I already know my lawyer don't work over here because he ain't got no degree to practice law over here. And even though he's standing right over there, he's drinking right now, so he don't know that I'm finna go to jail. And I just stood there, man. That lady ran that dude off, and then he hooked back around and said, "You were not in the movie, huh?" I said, "Well, hell no. I tried to tell your ass I was never in the damn movie." Yeah, he came back. "So you were not in the movie, huh?" That's what I told your ass when you was over. Okay, so y'all, who was in Superman 3?
Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor.
He was a scientist.
Richard Pryor.
Okay, my wife told me
Yeah.
You didn't believe her?
that. No. So I thought she said Steve. She said Steve.
But not no, and so I thought.
Yeah.
No, we were in the car and she said, "Steve, he thought you were Richard Pryor." And I said, I didn't know Richard Pryor was in Superman.
Yeah.
So,
That's
You
a
ain't
good
seen the
mistake,
movie?
though.
Yeah.
He made a good mistake.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, you look
you
like
guys
him.
look so
Yeah.
much alike.
He could have thought you was Lavelle Crawford, and that would have been horrible.
The fact that he doesn't know Richard is not here anymore is the
I
problem.
know, that's the problem.
And bingo.
Yeah.
Because you did commercial this time.
And you,
I love the Emirates flight. It was
Oh, yeah,
17.
that's a whole different level.
Yeah, that's a different
You got to
It's
hear this.
that premium class on Emirates, man. It's like baller.
they have beds
It's
and
amazing.
everything.
Oh, yeah, complete beds. You could take a shower.
You could take a shower.
Yeah, you could take a shower. Yeah, you can order a shower. So an hour before I land, I ordered my shower. I just went on, took a shower. You know, it's another level of flying on Emirates. It really is.
All right, well,
The
thank
ticket
you.
is high now. So.
Thank you for
Get your
that,
coins.
Steve.
Get your money, right?
God is good. Coming up next, more fun. Run that prank back with the nephew right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Chance the Rapper is Chance the husband now. Isn't that cute? And Whoopi Goldberg's absence from The View is due to severe health care. But right now, the nephew is here with Run That Prank Back. What you got, Neff?
Put them together. Butt cheeks. Let's go, baby. That's the name of it. Butt cheeks.
Get your nephew, Steve.
Don't
Get him.
breathe hard on my prank. Don't breathe.
I can huff if I want.
Butt cheeks. Here it is.
Hello?
Hello. I'm trying to reach Carmen. Miss Carmen.
This is Nate. My ass was calling.
I'm the principal at the high school where your daughter goes. This is Mr. Porter. Porter, how are you doing today?
I'm fine. Is everything good?
Yeah. Everything is fine. Now your daughter is 10th grade, Crystal, right?
Correct.
Okay. I want to make sure we got so many kids with the same names. I wanted to make sure I had the right person. So here's the issue. You say your name was Nate?
Yeah.
Okay. Nate, the problem we're having here at the school is, I don't know if you are aware of it, but when your wife drops Crystal off at school, we've got the parents as well as some of the teachers. They're complaining about what she's wearing. What your wife is
wearing?
Yeah, what she's wearing when she drops the kids off. Evidently, her clothes are very skimpy, and her butt cheeks are out. I don't know if I haven't actually seen her, but I've been getting these reports from. We've been getting.
That's a little strange to me. I'm typically at work. I don't know what she's wearing. I'm gonna have to talk to her later on today.
Okay. Well, what I was gonna suggest is, I thought I was calling her phone. I didn't know I was gonna get you, but what I wanted to do is get her to come up here so I can see what she's wearing.
Oh no. I think I got this handled, dude. I can take care of it.
Well, I think it's gonna be better for both of us. Like if I was to able to see her, and let her.
Look, player. Look. I got it. My daughter. This is not even really concerning my daughter. This is this is above that pay grade. Let me handle it. So, my daughter going to the principal's office is one thing. I'll be on top of that, but I'm definitely gonna be on top of this. So like I said, I think I got this handled.
Right. Now your wife Carmen, is she there?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any way I can talk to her?
No, like I told you, I think I got this one. I can take care of this. My thing is, I've already told you that 3 times. I don't know where you're really going with this. I'm gonna talk to her and get the situation rectified as soon as I can.
Okay.
But you don't need to see her, talk to her or nothing like that.
Being the principal here at the school, sir, and like I said, I'm just trying to, handle the school in an orderly fashion and make sure that all things are taken care of around here and we have no issues and no problems. So
Look, player, you're not talking to my daughter. You're talking to me. I'm a husband. I'm a father. I'm telling you, when I tell you I got to handle, I got it handled.
I understand that, but I have to handle my school, though. You understand that? I have to handle the school.
I will drop my daughter off myself.
Okay, I understand that. Well, no.
So, do I need to come up there and talk to you?
No, I need your wife to come talk to me. I need to see what she be wearing.
You don't need to talk to my wife. Look, player, do you have a wife?
I have a wife.
Your wife can come to my office.
Well, what are you talking about?
No, what are you talking about? That my wife needs to come and so you can inspect her outfit. I'm not playing that game, player. We're not doing that.
Okay, I need to see what your wife be wearing when she dropping these kids.
Give me your cell phone. I'll send you a picture.
Hey man, I think we must have gone down the wrong street with this conversation.
Yeah, no, we definitely down the wrong boulevard on this one, player.
Okay.
Let me just make it very clear to you. My wife, you seeing that in the office and all that, maybe we can come up there tomorrow. It's going to be me and her. No, she's not coming up to the principal's office. We don't need to do all that.
But we don't have a problem with you. We just need her. I just need to see.
No, you're gonna have a problem with me if we keep going down this road right now.
Okay, so bro, so it's okay for her to have her butt cheeks out when she dropped the kids off, but as soon as I want to have her come out of office for a meeting about this situation.
Well, right now, you said you claiming her butt cheeks is out, her ass cheeks is out. Right now, you out of pocket.
Okay, no, it was out of pocket when she pulled up and got out the car, and her butt was out of pocket. That's when it was out of pocket. So what you can't do, Nate, is be mad at me about what your wife done put on and wore up here to the school.
Look, man, like I said, I'm gonna do what I got to do on this end. Your end is to handle what's going on in your school.
Well, evidently you're not handling that end over there. So that's why I'm stepping up as the principal of the school, saying I need to have a meeting, a private meeting with your wife, so me and her and I can talk about what she wearing.
Look, man, I done told you several times, her coming up there on her own is not going to happen. So this is where we at right now. You know what? You. Not going to happen.
Say what? Say what you say?
You. What's going to happen tomorrow is I'm going to come up there, drop my daughter off, and come see you.
So you coming here tomorrow?
Absolutely.
Okay. So are you bringing Miss Carmen with you?
Don't worry about who's with me. I'm not a telephone tough guy, money. I'm coming up there to handle this right now because you out of pocket. Now, this is how it's going down. There will be no butt cheeks coming out tomorrow.
What?
It's just going to be a coming out the car on some real You understand? What's your name again?
My name, I'm Porter, the principal here.
All right. There'll be no butt cheeks tomorrow. You will see me coming out the car.
Okay. Well, there is another issue we got here on the table.
And what is that?
So Miss Carmen, has she told you about the conversation she's been having with Tommy?
Who the is Tommy?
So that once again, so your wife ain't telling you nothing. So she hasn't told you nothing about her talking to Tommy.
No, dude, I don't want to play games, man. Who's Tommy?
Okay, so okay. Do you know?
Land the plane, my man.
Okay, cool. Do you know who nephew Tommy is from the Steve Harvey Morning Show? Do you know him?
Yeah, I know who nephew. Yo, my man, he was about to catch a bad one tomorrow morning.
Nate, you just got pranked by your wife, Carmen, baby.
Hey, at least he knows butt cheeks and all, I still love her.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Oh, man, I got to ask you something before we go, baby. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I might have went a little too far. He got a little.
You think?
I think he actually got mad.
But that's the purpose of a prank.
Thank you, Jay.
To go in.
It is the purpose of the prank.
Mm-hmm. But you got attitude though for Jay.
I don't know. Understand? Can you believe the statement he just made? I actually believe he got mad. Everybody he prank get mad. I've never seen a laughing prank.
No,
not at all.
If you do, you need to hang up on that one. That's not a good one.
Yeah, that one didn't work out too well. I'm at Bethesda Blues Jazz and Supper Club. I am sold out. It's 2 shows, one at 7 and one at 10 o'clock, and they're gone. I will be telling jokes. I will not be doing any jazz, nor will I be singing any blues, but there will be some in the building.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Thank you for the clap. He sure jump off Team Tommy real fast. Now, as soon as his music, I've lost him.
He's just loyal now.
Yeah.
He's on your
Blues
team.
and
but
jazz.
Once it's music, you gone, I'm gone, man. You know that.
Once it's a jingle involved, he out. He is out.
He is not my friend. In the words of my grandson, I'm not your friend.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna come to all of y'all. You know, I'm gonna see if each and every one of y'all. And I'm talking about Junior, Jay, and Steve. Just one more show. That's what we gonna call it. One more
Yes,
show.
you guys should.
We gonna
One
call
more
it
show?
one more show.
Huh?
Yeah, one more show.
You guys should, because we went to see Jay, and you still have it. Steve, of course you still have it. Junior, you never lost it. You still have it. And nephew, this would be a phenomenal show.
Oh, my God.
We have to talk about it later, though. We have to talk about it later. Coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment news right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so Steve, Chance the Rapper, we have to say congratulations to him. Chance the Rapper got married over the weekend. Chance the Rapper and his bride, Kirsten Corley, walked down the aisle in Newport Beach. Us Weekly reports that Kanye West, Kim Kardashian, Dave Chappelle, they were all among the celebrities in attendance. It was 150 people at the wedding. This is according to the Chicago Tribune. The couple were married in a private civil ceremony last December. But they actually,
they did.
yeah, they actually
His
walked down
wife
the
probably
aisle.
took a
courthouse.
chance.
Is that right?
So
Oh, that's good.
That was
You like
great.
Chance,
That
right?
was great. Yeah,
Hell yeah, good dude.
yeah. And then
Yeah,
Steve,
yeah.
you're out of the country right now, but you heard that J Lo and A-Rod are engaged.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he
Well,
gave her
the hell
$1
you
million.
waiting on?
15 carats?
Yeah, $1 million.
How many carats? 15.
15.
Oh, and pressure.
It was
I ain't never
beautiful.
bought 15 carats from the store.
I think it's 15.
He bought a Kobe ring. That's what he bought.
He
Coco's
bought
a
a-
little bit more than that.
Well,
Yeah.
It's beautiful, though. The ring was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, between 11 and 15 carats.
God,
Yeah.
Wow,
You ever
man.
bought 11 carats at the store, Jay?
I ain't even seen it.
Never bought 11. 6 is all I need.
The stores we go to don't have 11 carats.
If you cut up stew, you don't cut up 11 carats.
You know, earlier we were talking about you guys all going out on tour. Steve, you, Jay, of course, Junior, and of course you, nephew.
Call one more
Problem
time.
gonna be Tommy.
What did you say, Tommy?
I said the problem's gonna be the money.
Oh, the problem's going to be the money.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Because Mufasa is always used to taking the lion's share.
Oh, by Mufasa, you mean your uncle?
Hell, yeah.
Okay, what is the baby cub?
Simba.
Now, Simba don't eat as much as Mustafa.
Mufasa.
As who, Steve?
Mustafa.
Okay, who y'all just say he was?
Mufasa.
Mufasa.
Oh,
But we can work it out. Because I want to do it.
good.
I
We'll
want
work it
you
out. We'll
guys
work it out
to.
because I want to do it.
Yeah.
There'll be no problems on me and Junior at all. At all.
Oh, I thought you were Team
no.
Tommy.
I didn't
Jay.
say he was going to be a problem. I just said it won't be on out of us. Okay, that's what I said.
well, if it ain't gonna be a problem of y'all, who you say
Who
the
is
problem
it?
gonna be?
Exactly.
I didn't say,
don't
all
know.
I
I
said
know
it
I'm
won't be
not.
one out of us.
No, see, you off Team Tommy.
Yeah, see, that's not a Team Tommy type statement. Tell him, Steve.
Let me clear up what I said. I said there will
okay,
not
yeah.
be a problem.
Okay, Junior, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Just real quickly. It's 4 of us. Just give me a percentage breakdown of what you like to see it go at.
I would go at my percentage. You give me 15% of it. I'm good.
Write that down, Monica. Mississippi Monica, write that down. 15% for Junior. Go ahead.
Well, what's she getting to write it
Yeah,
down?
Jay?
it's 80.
Huh? Hey,
What
man, I'm
percent?
good. Whatever you give me, I'm good. I'm humble.
Oh, hell.
Wow.
Get him fired in. If that's
Tommy?
What? Who?
I ain't stupid. I said I'm good.
They didn't-
Tommy, percentage.
percentage. He done took 15. We gave him 5. That's 20. 80 left.
what?
Yeah.
Hell, 40.
Okay, can I say something?
See,
we sound like people who don't win the lottery and get into a full argument, you know?
Right there.
Right there. I told y'all
Right
that's
there.
what the problem was right there.
Tom, you gotta leave Unc Summer. He ain't gonna want to do it.
Okay, man. All right, I take 30. God, dog. 40. Okay, I'm 30. Y'all 20. You got the lion's share now.
Well, if you getting 30, I want 32 then.
All right,
I want 32, not 30, 32.
I have a feeling this is going to come back up during the show this morning.
We ain't even got no money. Look at the argument.
Yeah, listen, Steve,
He
take
ain't
us,
even did the show.
take us to headlines, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Thank you, guys. Okay, the Trump administration says it's working with the government of Ethiopia to discover the reason why a brand new Boeing jet crashed shortly after taking off from Addis Ababa on Sunday. All 157 people on board were killed, and this is the second deadly crash in 5 months with the same model plane. It's a 737 Boeing MAX 8. The White House spokesman Sarah Sanders delivers the administration's condolences.
We extend our prayers to the loved ones and friends and family of those killed in the tragic crash. At least 8 U.S. citizens were among the victims. We are working with the government of Ethiopia and Ethiopian Airlines to offer all possible assistance.
Some 350 MAX 8s are in service around the world, including more than 70 of them here in the U.S. Several countries have grounded their MAX 8s while that probe is going on into what caused the crash. However, U.S. carriers for now say they have no plans to stop flying the jets, at least not now. Situation in Venezuela continues to deteriorate. Now Secretary of State Mike Pompeo announcing he's pulling out the last remaining personnel from the U.S. Embassy in Caracas. Venezuela is now in its sixth day of complete darkness, no electricity. The lack of electricity has brought oil exports to a halt, closing schools, businesses, and affecting hospitals. President Trump has delivered his proposed 2020 budget to the Congress. It's a $4.75 trillion spending plan, deep cuts for domestic programs, as you would expect. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says she doesn't support impeaching President Trump because it wouldn't be worth it. Democrats have chosen Milwaukee as the host city for their presidential nominating convention in 2020, and believe it or not, today is Alfred Hitchcock Day. I didn't know they had an Alfred Hitchcock Day, but here it is. This has been Ann Tripp. Now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
In political news, the Democratic National Committee is looking to learn from the mistakes of the 2016 campaign. Its 2020 convention, get this, Steve, the 2020 Democratic Convention will be held in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, okay?
That's exciting.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, it's traditionally a battleground state, but remember back in 2016, Hillary Clinton did not even campaign there at all. She didn't even go there.
Wisconsin, huh?
Yeah, you know, taking them for granted, assuming she had it in the bag already. Then Donald Trump narrowly won there. That was one of 3 states that tipped the election in his favor, remember? The DNC chose Milwaukee over Miami and Houston. The convention will run from July 13th through the 16th of next year.
In 2020.
Yeah, of next year,
Yeah,
2020.
because the election is in November.
Uh-huh.
They
And
knew they couldn't get Texas.
right.
How many candidates does the Democrats have?
12 so far. 12 so far.
63.
Yeah.
What'd he say? What you said, Jim?
63.
Yeah.
On a good day.
It's
On a
more
good
than that, Jay.
But, yeah, and the Republicans are going to have their convention in Charlotte, North Carolina.
You know, they're trying to flip the script. The Republicans are trying to call Democrats socialists now.
Yeah.
So that's going to be something they got to work on. Now, it's only 2 Democratic candidates that are socialists that claim to be, and that's Bernie Sanders and somebody else. Even Elizabeth Warren was talking about increasing the taxes on the rich even more. That's a dog fight they're going to be in with that one, man. That's going to be a real dog fight.
Well, check this out, Steve. Voters in Iowa say former President Joe Biden is their top choice for president next year, even though he hasn't declared. Yeah, he hasn't declared.
He at the top of everybody's list.
Yeah. A recent poll found that Biden was the first choice of likely voters in the Iowa Democratic caucus, Joe Biden. But it's not all Biden. He has 27% of the tally. Then Bernie Sanders came in second with 25. So that's real close right there, only 2 percentage difference. And Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren, Steve, came in third.
I can't believe she's in front of
Kamala.
Kamala. I can't believe that.
Cory Booker, Kamala. It's like 12 candidates, 12 Democratic candidates so far.
63 shows.
You know something, man?
I was slightly off.
I'm
Jay.
really worried about the perception of color, because after Obama, man, I'm so concerned about the perception of color at this point, especially the rhetoric coming from the White House. I'm concerned about that, but I want anybody except him to be president.
And we have to do our part. Yeah.
Him and Pence. Pence can't be president.
He's vice president. Yeah.
No, he's worse.
Yeah. All right, coming up at 34 after the hour, Jussie Smollett's attorney said the 16-count indicted charges are overkill. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Okay, as we told you yesterday, a grand jury in Chicago indicted Jussie Smollett on 16 felony counts of disorderly conduct for allegedly lying to police about being the victim of a racist and homophobic hate crime. Jussie Smollett and his attorney have denied the allegations against him. His attorney is Mark Garagos, of course. Called the indictment prosecutorial overkill, okay?
Hey, Shirley, any word you want to use will be fine with me.
We don't know.
I didn't even understand.
You can say prostitution.
Yeah. No. Anyway, and they added, this is redundant and a vindictive indictment and nothing more than a desperate attempt to make headlines in order to distract from the internal investigation launched to investigate the outrageous leaking of false information by the Chicago Police Department. Wow.
Okay.
So
I don't know what's going. Here's my hope for this young guy, because it's been a horrible mistake. A horrible mistake.
Absolutely.
If you fight this, they're going to throw their fury at you. My only hope is he takes a plea. He learns his lesson. He does community service. He goes on probation, and he pays a fine. Jail time does nothing. He's angered so many people with this, and public opinion is just shot. Because if you try to ride this story out with them two brothers that came forward with all this damning information and buying these ski masks and all this here, look, man, come on, man. Let's just chalk this one up. We took a hit. Cop a plea and get on out of here before your ass go to jail.
Yeah, he goes to court on Thursday, Steve, so he'll get a chance to do all of that, that you just mentioned on Thursday when he has his day in court.
Okay, let me ask y'all a question. Mm-hmm. Does he have a case? I mean, is he saying he's innocent of the charges?
Yeah, he's still saying that. He's still proclaiming his innocence.
He's sticking to what he started with.
But he hasn't entered a plea in the court yet, and he will do that on Thursday, whether he's saying guilty or not guilty of the charges.
But so far he's saying that he really did get jumped.
Yeah, he's sticking to his story. Yeah.
See, we got to. Yeah. See, I don't think that sticking to his story. I don't think that's going to pan out, man, because he's really ticked off a lot of key groups.
Yeah. Well,
and always know that the prosecution is real close to the police department.
Right. They work together on cases for sure, trying to catch criminals.
And
now, Steve,
collecting evidence.
Yeah. Now, Steve, he has a great attorney now. Mark Garagos is not a punk. He has a great attorney. And
all that.
Yeah.
I wish him. Look, man, I wish the kid well, because I think it's been a horrible
just apologize
mistake.
And move on.
Man, but I don't know that you can win this one. See,
no, it doesn't look like it. It definitely
I just don't
doesn't
know
look
that
like
you can win this one. Sometimes you got to cut your losses and walk.
Yeah.
Look, man, he can go back to work eventually.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I hope so.
Do you think he's been blackballed?
Well, no, this is kind of ugly right now. So right now, but I think this country will let that go eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was young.
I hope so too.
I made a mistake. Yeah. But I don't know if he can ride this one out. Just based on what I know about the story, I wish he was absolutely correct. It just don't look like it.
But yeah.
No, it don't.
Yeah.
Man,
we'll
it don't
know
look
on
like
Thursday.
It
Mm-hmm. We'll know some of it on Thursday for sure.
But as your jailhouse lawyer, 16 counts, dog. They only need one.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, though. Isn't there doubt, though? If there's some kind of doubt.
Reasonable doubt.
If he says not guilty and this goes through, like we're saying, Steve, and it goes to trial and there's a jury and all this, there might be some doubt
That's hard to
already
get
created with
16
this.
counts.
Whoa.
So the two African boys lying, though? They lying?
Whoa.
They might be able to prove that they are.
Whoa. Let me remind y'all of something. You saw the Rodney King tape.
Yes.
They walked.
The jury. You mean the jury?
Yeah, you saw the man choke the man out on the sidewalk.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He walked.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot go to court with them peers they gonna pick that ain't gonna be your peers and expect them to see and feel what you feel.
The doubt.
I'm scared for it. Yeah.
Again, he'll have his day in court on Thursday. Now, coming up next, it is the nephew with the prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, guys, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today's subject. I'm looking forward to living in my car. I'm looking forward to living in my car, but right now it is the nephew here with today's prank phone call. What you got, Nev?
Truck driver exchange. Truck driver exchange. Let's run that right now. Come on.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Franklin.
Yeah, this is Franklin.
Hey, Franklin, how you doing? This is Roosevelt giving you a call from Human Resources.
Human Resources? Hey, what's up, Roosevelt? What can I do for you?
All right, man. I'm calling you from Human Resources, Transit Partners, where you've been driving trucks for us for quite some time now. What are you 6.5 years right now?
Man, I'm 8.5 years. He's 2 years short, baby.
Okay, 8.5 years. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Enjoying this road life, man. I love working for you guys, man. The benefits is there. I mean, I'm surprised to get a call from you. I mean, hope everything's
well.
all right.
I'm sure you're on the road right now. You're probably driving. I wanted to give you a call. And is this a bad time? Or can you talk right now?
Yeah, I actually pulled over, man. I had to get something to eat, man.
Okay. So listen, let me tell you what's going on here with GTP. What we're doing is we are doing some job exchange, and some of the drivers that we have been pulled out of a pool, and some of you guys are going to be actually driving in different places now. So for the next 6 months, within the next 30 days here, Franklin, you're going to be driving trucks in South Africa. You're going to be for about 6 months. You're going to drive in South Africa.
Whoa. Hold on. Yeah, listen, I ain't got no problem with South Africa, but y'all rather smart. I'm not going to no South Africa. I don't even know how to drive on the right-hand side of the road, man. I love Africans. I love everything about Africa, but I'm not going. I got a family out here in the United States of America, and you're trying to tell me I got to go to South Africa. Come on, man. What type of are you on, man?
Franklin, it's part of the job exchange is what it is, man.
I don't know what type of job exchange y'all got going on, man. I don't want to be part of that job exchange. No, I'm not going to no damn South Africa. This is not happening, man.
Listen to me, Franklin. 6 months and you'll be back in the States, okay? Let me say
what
this
type
to you,
of National Geographic program y'all got going on, man? I don't know what y'all got going on that y'all calling me. I'm in the middle of the parking lot trying to eat me a cheeseburger from being on the road all night, and you talking about sending me to South Africa. What type of are you on, man? This some foreign exchange program y'all got going on? I'm not being part of this. You pulled my name out of a pool like it was a susu to come tell me that I'm up to be driving in South Africa. This must be a joke. No. I'm not.
So this is a good thing, though, Franklin. I think you're gonna like it. And
no, it's not a good thing. What are you telling me it's a good thing? I got wife and kids. What the are you talking about South Africa? Do they even have roadways out there? I'm not going to South Africa. Are you serious? I'm not hearing this correct, brother. I'm not hearing this correct, Mr. Roosevelt. South what?
Okay.
My kid plays baseball. And you telling me to go to South Africa? Are you serious?
Okay, Franklin, hear me out here, man. Let me, like I said, they pull names out of a pool, and you and about 15 other guys are going to be going to different parts of the world.
What type of pool you pulled it in? You better put me back in the shallow part. You going to the deep end pulling? Man, get the I'm not going to South Africa. I am not going to South Africa. I'm not taking no malaria shots. I don't even got a passport. You want me to go to South Africa?
Well, listen to me, Franklin. We're going to get you all the shots you need within the next 30 days, so you'll be set to go. You know,
I'm not going to. I around go to South Africa and Trump won't let me back in the country because of y'all. I'll quit right now. I'm not going to South Africa.
It's a job exchange, Franklin. Okay,
I
let me
don't
say
give
this.
a damn what type of job exchange. So what we exchanging? You bringing South Africans over here, and then you bringing me over there? Y'all around, leave me. I'm not going. My wife is not going to be happy about this. I'm not going. My son plays baseball.
But can I tell you this, that your salary actually doubles the 6 months while you're over there?
Don't try to tell me about that. What, in South African dollars or American dollars? What is it? What is it?
It will be
don't try that.
It will be American dollars, Franklin. Franklin, it will be American dollars.
I'm not going to no South Africa. I am not going. Matter of fact, this is my last day in the road. Y'all can come pick up this rig in the parking lot because I'm not going to South Africa. I don't care how you spell it or you say it. I ain't going.
Okay, Franklin. Listen, you've been with the company 8+ years, and I just got to tell you, you are obligated. You've been chosen out of a pool. All you have to do is 6 months. You're going to get paid double. Your family's going to be fine. You'll be back here.
And I ain't obligated to do but drive this truck like I do every day. I'm not going. You can't tell me about being obligated. Let me tell you what I'm obligated to do. I'm obligated to throw this truck in fourth gear and drive right through your human resources window because I ain't going to South Africa. And I keep telling you that. I told you that since you got on the damn phone. I ain't going nowhere.
Okay, but let me ask you something, Franklin. You've been here with us for 8-some years, man. You don't want to continue your job here with the company?
I don't give a about this job right now, trying to send me overseas like you're setting me up for something. I ain't going. Matter of fact, let me turn this truck on right now. I'm coming down to see you, Mr. Roosevelt.
Okay, well, hold on now. Do you know Jermaine?
Yeah, I know Rivers. What do you got to do with it?
Okay, let me go on and say this, Franklin. This right here that you talking to is nephew Tommy. And your boy Rivers got me to prank phone call you. You just got pranked by your boy Jermaine Rivers.
Oh, that mother. Wait till I see Rivers. So you ain't no Roosevelt, and I ain't got to go to South Africa.
No.
Oh, my God. Oh, man. This nephew Tommy, man, I'll be listening to y'all on the road. Oh, Rivers, you want to play around? I'll around put some sugar in your tank.
All right, Franklin, before we leave, man, tell me this. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Y'all feeling me on this here? You know what I'm saying?
Love truck driver.
Nailed it.
Yeah, we take a truck driver from here,
Uh-huh.
United States of America.
Yeah.
And we exchange him in Africa. You understand? He go over there and drive. He ain't having that though. He didn't seem like he really wanted to go over there and drive. It's all right.
Didn't sound like it at all.
It's just not a good time.
It's not a good time. It's not a good time.
You know how to get the worst out of people, nephew. You really do.
I'm working on a new cut called. Tell me what y'all think about this here. Road tripping.
Road tripping? What is it?
Road tripping. A prank CD called Road Trip. Because everybody tells me that they always listening to my pranks when they on the road trip.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So when they going on vacation, they got these long drives there.
Not a good idea.
Not a good idea. Okay. Thank you.
Why you say that, Steve?
Wow.
Well, because the majority of the people are not on a damn road trip listening to your CD.
I think they going to be listening to it anyway, though, ain't they? They going to not listen to it because of the title?
Okay, I'll tell you what. It's your prank CD.
No, Steve, don't give up. That is not how you mentor people.
Oh, yeah. It'll
Just
be
one mentoring session with him and you through.
What is with your patience?
It'll be
it's a great
unsuccessful.
He just asked a question.
I know. He ain't going to listen to me.
Let that go.
You can come up with a name that's more indicative of your massive listening base.
Mm-hmm.
You're huge with the pranks. You're the king of pranks.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be something that majority of people ain't listening to your pranks on the road trip. Just the vast majority. You hear from people doing that, but
I like it.
All right, thank you, nephew. Come on, team. Thank you, Uncle Steve. Coming up next, it is today's Strawberry Letter. Subject, I'm looking forward to living in my car. We're going to get in the driver's seat of this one right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, it's time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one today, and hopefully help someone out with some advice.
Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
All right, Steve, you have to listen really closely to this one, as you always do, because I'm sure they're going to want your help on this one. Subject, I'm looking forward to living in my car.
Right there.
Yes. Dear Steve and Shirley, I am a working female that's ready to put my belongings in storage and live in my car because of the problems I'm having in my apartment. I constantly live with noise above me, next door to me, and across the hall from me. Above me, people are dragging things across the floor, stomping and playing music all day and night. On either side of me, I can hear my neighbors arguing and having sex until 3 and 4 in the morning. One of my neighbors has a big dog, and he runs up and down the hallway all of the time. My apartment management company said there is nothing they can do about what goes on inside residents' apartments, and I'll have to stay there until my lease is up. I work 2 jobs, and I have to be up by 5 a.m. each morning, and it's hard to get up when you haven't had quality sleep all night. Since nothing can be done to make my experience living there any better, I'd rather live in my car and save over $1,200 a month that I pay for rent and utilities. I don't have any friends or coworkers that I like enough to stay with, so I'm looking forward to being on my own. I think it will be a fun adventure for a short period of time and a good way for me to save money so I can get a nicer place, maybe even buy a house. So, Steve, here's your part, Steve. So, Steve, you often talk about your experience when you lived in your car. Besides the obvious safety risks, do you have any advice for me? I'm not crazy, and I only plan to do this temporarily. What are your thoughts?
Cool.
All right. Okay. Well, this sounds crazy. I know you said you weren't crazy, but this does sound crazy. And my solution is very, very simple because I don't think you should live in your car. I mean, you got to think about these situations. You're a woman. You're going to need the bathroom. You need your privacy. I understand you want to save money and all of this, but maybe you can stay in your apartment and go about saving maybe not quite as much as you thought you could in the first place and that you were planning. And you mentioned the safety factor. Of course there's a safety factor. You're leaving yourself way too open here and way too vulnerable. Yes, that is a major factor. So I'm just, I said all this to say, and my answer will be very short because I know you want to hear Steve's right now. You got to get yourself. She don't. She said it. So, Steve, you often talk about it. It's right there in the letter. I just think, like I said, my answer is going to be simple. You should make a quick investment in some really good earplugs, okay? You have to do that. And put them inside your ears so you can't hear things, okay? You won't be able to hear all this stuff. Get yourself some professional headphones, the kind that we use. They block out all the noise, all the sounds. There are things you can,
While you sleep, you want to wear that all night?
Yeah, so she can't sleep. Yeah. Get some professional headphones that block out the sound so you can get your much-needed rest, your much-needed sleep. Listen, in this building, if you don't want to live in this apartment, maybe you can transfer to another floor, another place to live on the property. There are other things you can do besides resorting to your car. People who live in their car don't have any other choices. They don't live in it because they want an adventure. Okay, so that's why I said, yes, this is crazy. No, you do that if you absolutely have to. You don't have to in this situation. Steve? Did you just suck your teeth?
Are you crazy? Question 1. Question 2, have you lost your damn mind?
Okay.
Girl, What? There was nothing in this letter that made sense to nobody listening. But since you included me because you talk about this was not an adventure.
Right.
This fun adventure. What? Lady, let me start. Let me take this letter apart from top to bottom. I'm a hardworking female right there who's ready to put my belongings in storage and live in my car. But you want to put all your stuff in storage and go live in a car. You said because of the problems I'm having in my apartment. Are you listening to this letter? You're having some problems in your apartment. Meaning you have a front door. A front door. You got windows. You got rooms. You can turn corners. You can stand up and walk around. Ain't none of this happening in the car. You can't stand up in your car and walk. Let's start there. I constantly live with noise above me. Oh, so you think living in your car ain't gonna be no noise above you? Listen to somebody who lived in a car. So you don't like the noise above you. So now they making too much noise. How about when helicopters is above you? How about the sound of a crane working above you? How about the sound of tree leaves blowing in the wind above you? How about the sound of rain on your rooftop? How about when it hails on your rooftop? See, all these is sounds that's above you living in your car. I constantly live with noise above me, next door to me and across the hall from me. Well, let's think about what's next door to you. At least they next door on the other wall. What about them cars that's going to be pulling up next to you with people in it you don't know? What about when the police come up and tap on your window and keep asking you, are you okay?
Steve.
Huh? I'm just telling you, that's what happened when you homeless. You living in your car like this going to be some fun-ass adventure.
It's not.
You lost your damn mind. People dragging things across the floor. What? You got across the floor. There ain't no flow in your car. Crazy ass. Playing music all day and night. Girl, you better get used to this damn music all day and night, because when you live outside, you ain't going to believe the noise. Woo, 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 woo,
all right.
Cacao, cacao, cacao.
Hold that thought, Steve. We'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 after the hour. Subject, I'm looking forward to living in my car, or as they say in L.A., in my core. We'll be right back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, let's recap today's Strawberry Letter subject. I'm looking forward.
Crazy woman talking about living in her damn car. Like, because it'll be a fun adventure. She trying to save for $1,200 a month. She going to leave her apartment and live out in the damn car. She don't like noise above her. Well, how about the sound of helicopters? Because that's what's in your car. Cranes working. That's what that hail hitting your rooftop. Sleet, rain, all that. Next door. She don't like the noise next door. What about when the noise pull up next to your car? What about when the police is knocking on your window? What about when truck drivers knock on your window? You okay in there, little man? Yeah, I'm fine. You a female and you sleeping in a car. You know how it's going to work. Then you sit up here talking about, I can hear my neighbors arguing and having sex to 3 and 4 in the morning. What you think they do in the car next to you?
But they argue, then they have sex.
But people pull up next to you in your car, and guess what they be doing? A lot of people be arguing. They play loud music when they pull up next to you, and they have sex when they pull up next to you. But you in a car.
Yeah.
One of my neighbors had a big dog, and he run them down the hallway all the time. Lady, the dog is running up and down the hallway. What about when you get up out your car and they run it up and down the street? You know,
with no leash. She didn't think about any of that, Steve.
Yeah, lady, I'm telling you, I've been there. This ain't what you want to do. My apartment management company said there's nothing they can do about what goes on inside residents' apartments, and I have to stay there until my lease is up. I work 2 jobs and have to be up by 5 a.m. each morning. Let's stop right there. The leasing agent can't do nothing that's going on in that apartment, right? Well, when you live in your car outside, you can't do nothing about nothing that goes on outside. Matter of fact, you ain't got a lease department you can go talk to it about. You can't go tell it to the police. At least you can go down there and register a complaint. And then she said, I work 2 jobs and I have to be up at 5 a.m. each morning. Okay, well, let me tell you this here. When you get up at 5 o'clock in the morning now, your ass got to find a bathroom.
I was just going to
You
ask
have to
you
go
about that.
find one. Because it ain't one in your car. So now you up at 5 a.m., you got to go find a bathroom. Now, you ain't no man, so you can't just stand behind a tree. So now, what are you talking about doing? I got 2 jobs. She said, I haven't had a quality sleep all night. How you think it is sleeping in the car? You can't stretch out in your car. I'm 6'2". I stayed balled up for 3 years. There is no stretching out. They don't make a car where I can lay cross sideways. I used to put piles of clothes in the back of my car. Up on, you know how the hump was in the car? I used to put clothes to make it even with the hump so I could lay down in the back on the floor. To try to get in the close to. Then I have my foot up in the window. You know how many times police have knocked on that window? I think it's a body in the back seat.
Wow.
No, it ain't a body. It's somebody. It's me. I live here.
Wow, this is my house.
Quality sleep. I'd rather leave in my car and save $1,200. Lady, you're going to be so sick of that. You know how many hotel rooms you finna buy?
Yeah.
You're not going to save no money because you don't understand what it is to be homeless. I don't have any friends or coworkers that I like enough to stay with. You ain't going to have no friends or no damn coworkers. You keep coming to work and you ain't bathed anymore. You're not finna have no friends or coworkers.
Yeah.
You have to urinate every day. Every day.
More than once.
And you got to find somewhere. You got to bathe and shower. You got to find somewhere.
Brush your teeth.
I got news for you. Your $1,200, you're going to spend it in running your car. Because it's hard to cut your car off because you need heat. You got to run your car to have heat. You burning gas. Where you going to watch TV? You listening to me?
On your
Where you
phone.
going to watch TV?
On her phone.
On your phone. Okay, when I wanted to watch TV, I had to pull up to a Circuit City and pull up in the parking lot.
Circuit City. Oh, my God.
Dog, and look over there at the TV in the window. I watched TV for 3 years with no sound.
I ain't heard of Circuit City in years.
Clearly she hasn't thought this out, Steve.
Dog, you ain't thought this out at all. At all. And lady, where you gonna park this car? You can't be nowhere near your job. Somebody gonna drive by there. Ain't that Sheila?
Mm-hmm.
Why is she peeing in the coffee can on somebody's tree lawn?
Right.
Where you gonna pick up your mail?
All of that.
Lady, where you gonna rest? Where you gonna close your eyes in your car as a female and feel comfortable?
Yes.
That apartment you got a lock on the door. Stay in your apartment till the lease is up and deal with it. Do not take your crazy behind and live in your damn car. And as you say, because it seemed like a fun adventure.
And
that fun adventure you're gonna be so sick of that at day 3. On day 3.
Yeah. Her next to the last line, Steve, I'm not crazy and I only plan to do this temporarily.
And that's why you'll be crazy. Do you know that most homeless people, a lot of them suffer from mental illness? Because people quit talking to you.
And
you been sitting up in the car speaking to people. Ain't nobody finna speak back to you. You have no idea what's going to happen. You can't get sick in a car. Right. Where you going to go to the bathroom at whenever you got to go? You got to learn how to lock up.
Yeah.
No, for real, dog. You got to learn how to lock up and go a day without going to the bathroom. You got to figure that out. Yeah. No, you got to shut your system down. Ooh, you got to damn near be sitting in your car and got to go to the bathroom so bad with the number 2 that you black out.
Woo. Yeah, people.
I done held it so long where I blacked out, woke up, and really had to find the bathroom.
People don't choose to live in their cars, lady.
You ever use the bathroom in a rest stop that don't have a door, just a wall next to the stall, and the wall is right next to the latrine? You ever been in there and used the bathroom, ain't got no door on it?
No.
It's like prison. Stupid ass.
I ain't done that one.
Don't write us no damn mo.
All right, listen, email us or Instagram us your thoughts on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM. Now, coming up in 10 minutes, Sports Talk, Antonio Brown is going to the Raiders, and David Irving from the Cowboys quit over the NFL's marijuana policy. Wow, did you see that? Yeah. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver Antonio Brown finally got his wish over the weekend when he was traded to the Oakland Raiders. It was one of the most amazing NFL trades in recent history because Brown is a superstar in the prime of his career. He was disruptive. The Steelers finally had to come to the conclusion that Brown was more trouble than he was worth. What do you guys think?
Yeah, if
Raiders,
you got a blonde mustache, it's hard to take you serious. It really is.
He can play his butt off, though, man.
Yeah,
he's a great player. It's fortunate for him that it worked out this way.
Yeah.
The unfortunate thing is all his boys standing around telling him what he ought to do, that they ain't got his money, his life, his career, his calling. The sad thing about it is, well, not the sad thing. I wish AB would get rid of the blonde mustache, the one blue twist in his hair, and the one white twist in his hair. Because if you notice, he was on a lot of commercials, man. Mm-hmm. And they're not going to put you on them commercials. You done your last dance for Pizza Hut. He was doing really well with endorsements because he's a good-looking guy and he's articulate. And he has a career. But this blonde mustache and this other stuff right here, it's going to cost him his endorsement.
I got a aunt with a blonde mustache. Can you tell her the same damn thing?
Shut up, fool.
I mean, the exact same thing.
It's really, I'm happy for him because he is a great player. And his time at Pittsburgh was up. But
was he more trouble than he was worth, you think?
Well, obviously it is because you can't have a disruptive figure in the locker room.
Okay.
And, when he just had some problems. And I
Him
think
and
they just let it.
Didn't always get along.
Yeah. I think they let it go too far. Mm-hmm. It started off, FaceTiming in the locker room while the coach was talking on social media. And then,
just behavior issues.
A brat of a player sometimes, but incredibly talented. I've met him. Nice guy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful dude. But for his endorsements, I wish he would think about the integrity of his methods, which can cost you a portion or your livelihood. And if you think that you should go that route, you're sadly mistaken. And so he's got to start thinking in terms of after football, what that could mean for him. But Antonio Brown, great receiver. I'm happy for him. He got this guaranteed money. Mm-hmm. And I wish he would think about his endorsement opportunities because it's some pretty big money that kid is making.
He's cute. Mm-hmm. I don't know what kind of player he is.
You like the blue twist?
No, Shirley. He's an outstanding player.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Yeah.
He
can play,
the pictures I've
he's
seen,
the best in
not.
the league last 9 years.
Mm-hmm. Right.
No, he's a bad boy.
Yeah.
He's a bad boy.
All right, so moving on in other sports news, guys, Dallas Cowboys defensive lineman David Irving says he's done with the NFL, and he hopes the league changes its policy on marijuana. This was an incredible story. Irving delivered his message through Instagram. Take a listen.
So basically, guys, I quit. I want to talk about a suspension and all this other nonsense. I'm out of there. I'm not doing this no more. It's a lot of reasons.
Okay, is he high right now?
Yeah.
Okay, do he know when he come back down? Is he going to remember what the hell he just said?
He was smoking, right?
Right.
When he made this, when he was on Instagram Live.
I hope whatever he got, they take that off the market because that don't need to be out there.
Where he finna play at? Ain't no weed league. Where he going?
He quit. He just said he quit.
He about to relive himself on Madden.
All of that up, man.
Wait, what, Junior?
He gonna relive his cell phone Madden. That's about it.
Video games?
Yeah, that's it. He done.
He don't know what he just did. He doesn't.
Seriously, man. Again.
He sounded like he did.
Again, as I was trying to say, and I took a lot of flack for it, the integrity of the method that you choose to go about what you're going. If it comes at the expense of your livelihood and career, you cannot put that in. So his belief in marijuana is so strong that the method he done chose to act out his integrity is to quit. Okay, brother, now what?
And he's for marijuana, Steve, but you also have to know that he's against pills that he says the league pushes on them. He is against that, the
but you
drug.
need to be for your wife and kids, your family. You got somebody you taking care of.
Bro, you can be against all of that. But you want to smoke weed so bad that you're willing to do it. He didn't learn from Ricky Williams.
Didn't learn nothing.
Well, he didn't see Ricky Williams go down this path.
He was just on Big Brother. He came in second.
Celebrity Big
yeah,
Brother.
he just came in second.
Yeah, but he didn't win.
He didn't win. Tamar
won.
Yeah.
Who did?
Ricky Williams.
Ricky Williams.
Ricky
he was
was
on
on
Celebrity Big Brother with Tamar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't know nothing about that.
You talking about his career, though, his football career. Yeah.
This brother, I'm telling you, man, and to be smoking weed on, you cannot put the integrity of your method. It's what I was trying to say, because I argued with somebody for almost an hour of the method they chose to go about something. If that is your form of integrity, you cannot put that in front of your livelihood. But what are you talking about?
But wait a minute, Steve. I don't know if it's about integrity. He is in pain, and the doctors want to put him on meds and stuff, and so he uses marijuana for pain management.
Oh, I see.
Okay, that's cool.
I mean,
understand that.
So when you say integrity, that's a little different. That's all.
Yeah, I know. I know.
So he'd rather use the something natural as opposed to.
I see what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I
if
get
that's your stance, if that you don't want to be on pills, you rather want to smoke. But the method you chose was to go on Instagram with marijuana and quit.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're saying because he chose the marijuana, that's okay, but you quit your job behind it.
I don't get quitting the job. I don't get that.
Well, he keeps getting drug tested,
and
Steve, and he's failing the drug test.
He keeps getting suspended.
Yes.
Suspended.
Bruh. Come on, man.
He's 25, Steve.
Okay, well.
Oh, you need
65
some.
coming too.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, listen, coming up at the top of the hour, we're going to switch gears here and do some comedy roulette right after this.
Yeah, weed football, that's what we're doing.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Jay is here, and it's time for comedy roulette. Take it away, Jay.
Take 4 subjects, put them on a wheel, spun the wheel, where it stopped, we do the damn thing.
All right, that's
How about that? Now, what do you got to say about that? What do you got to say?
Steve?
I didn't say anything. You're just taking up time right now with you asking for me to say something.
All right, here we go. Here go the subjects. Things you say to talk your way out of a butt whooping.
Mm-hmm.
Your favorite lunchtime meal at school.
Good one. Mm-hmm.
Stuff you say to yourself when you're trying to lose weight. Ooh, I've said some things. Okay. Number 4, things you say when you're lost. All right.
Spun it.
Yeah, here we go. Spin the wheel.
I like it, Jay. Let's go.
Let's go. Come on.
Lose weight.
Girl, I'll be talking to myself.
Oh.
What is it?
Things you say to talk your way out of a butt whooping.
Okay.
I want to hear
Am I going first?
Yeah, let's go,
Yes.
Jay.
I'll go first.
Yeah.
The classic. The very classic. This is the classic. I ain't going to do it no more.
Yes. Come on, Junior.
Okay, here's one I used a lot. It wasn't just me. All of us was doing it.
Told on everybody.
Yeah. Snitch.
Truth be told, Mama. Truth be told, Daddy the one broke the doggone plate. Daddy the one. It ain't had nothing to do with me. He told me don't say nothing to you.
You got a double butt whooping. Come on, Steve.
I was not ever even in there.
Wait.
I was.
This the one gonna get you a real bad butt whooping. If you beat me, I'm gonna tell Grandma.
Outside the house.
All right, things you say to talk your way out of a butt whooping. Junior, go.
Mama, I don't really want to tell you this right now, but I feel a crisis starting.
Junior!
It worked.
He said it worked. Come on, Neff.
That's terrible. Down at the hospital just as healthy.
Oh, God.
I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. I don't. But your car already had a dent on it. It did. I ain't had nothing to do with that.
Things you say to talk your way out of a butt whooping, Steve.
Would you want me to beat you?
Play on those guilt strings.
Mama, would you want me to beat you?
All right, things you say to talk your way out of a butt whooping. Come on, Jay.
Please don't beat me, because the last time you beat me, I had real bad nightmares.
You're going to have some more. Stay tuned.
Junior.
Come on, Junior.
Things you say to keep from getting the butt whooping. Mama, Daddy having an affair.
You going in.
That flipped the script, didn't it?
That'll stop it.
I stopped it right away.
Yeah.
Mama, look me in my eyes before you whoop me and just tell me, what would Jesus do? What would Jesus do, Mama? What would he do?
Go ahead, Steve.
We Christians, Mama. We Christians. We Christians.
Come on, Steve.
Go ahead, Steve.
I thought y'all loved me.
Oh, you dramatic.
Oh. Method actors.
Okay.
I
I know you're going to beat me, but before you beat me, could I just have a hug?
I'm trying to reverse it.
Yeah. Things you say to talk your way out of a butt whooping. These are some good ones, boy.
Wait. You said if I made all A's, you would leave me alone.
You made all A's?
You made all A's?
You feel like if you did good in school, you wouldn't get whooped.
That didn't work.
So, Mama, what this about? This really about them telling me I'm really not your son. Is that what this is?
Oh, that's below the belt. Things you say to talk your way out of a butt whooping, Steve.
I thought you was my mama.
Boy, I'm finna tear your butt up. Let's pray first, Mama.
Oh, that's a good one right there.
With that one. Oh,
Call on it. Call on it.
Good one.
That's it right there. Oh, here you go. I think you just mad because Daddy lost his job and you taking it out on me.
Oh, that's another one. That's two.
Oh, you really finna get your ass beat.
All right. Your opinion.
Things you say to keep from getting the butt whooping.
come on, Junior.
Wait, Mama, wait a minute. What about your arthritis, though?
All right, Tommy, come on. Things you say to tuck your way out of a butt whooping.
Before
what?
you do this right now.
What?
Mom, I got a baby on the way.
What?
How old are you?
That'll get y'all
I got a baby on the way.
I'm 9. I got a baby on the way.
Things you say to talk your way out of a butt whooping. Close it out, Steve.
Have we not learned anything from slavery?
What?
Just think about it. We not learned anything.
You're a mess.
All right, Jay.
All right, it's going down tonight at the J Spot. My boy Michael Collier will be in the house.
Collier, boy.
Come get him.
Nice.
Michael Collier.
All right, we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, guess what? It is National Pancake Day.
Oh,
yes. Wow. Oh, Jay, I'm sorry, Jay.
Oh, because I'm diabetic.
Yeah, you can't.
Syrup, I heard him.
And me either. I'm D-Urban. I can't
sugar-free syrup.
Yeah, they do. They have sugar-free syrup. Yeah. So what do you?
Bread.
It ain't good though.
Come on, pour that salt in there, Wolf.
Let me tell you something. You take sugar-free syrup for what? I want the syrup because it's sweet. It offers an alternative to the pancake.
Yes.
That sugar-free syrup, it got that aftertaste.
I love pancakes, though.
I love pancakes. When I was eating pancakes. Now, if you eat a waffle, but because it's not waffle day, is that the same thing? Like, no.
No, it's National Pancake.
It's Pancake Day.
But don't they use the same batter?
Do they? I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know.
Yeah,
I know Shirley. We know you don't know Shirley.
But I love pancakes. I'm not into waffles, but I do.
Yeah,
love
you can use the
pancakes.
same mix, but it's a little extra step you might have.
You know, the way I used to eat them, I take each stack and put jelly. That's probably why I got diabetes right now. Put jelly on each layer.
Of the pancake?
Yeah.
That's a sugar connoisseur.
Yes.
Wait, what'd you say, Steve?
That's exactly why he type 2 right now.
Because he took
grape jelly. Put it right in, just smooth it on. Yeah.
Wow.
And then put syrup on top. That's I found out now. That's
syrup
it.
and
That's the reason.
Syrup jelly and syrup with a side of pancakes. That's crazy right there.
Boomerang
why,
is the worst.
What did he do, Steve?
I like blueberry.
With his diabetic ass. Each pancake, I'm telling you, man, I've seen him put so much butter. He gets 4 butters, puts the butter between each layer,
I love butter.
puts the eggs between the last 2, puts the pancake back on top of the eggs, then drizzles it in syrup. I'm talking about, man, it's swimming in syrup.
Wow.
He's a diabetic too,
I
right?
don't like.
He's a diabetic.
Yeah.
You eat that, somebody should just come out the back and cut off a foot, because that ain't even right.
Because you on your way.
With a saw, Jay.
Man, let me get that foot right now.
That's crazy, Steve.
That's
No, man, this
crazy.
dude right here, I've seen him eat some stuff.
I don't like syrup on my egg.
No,
I
he
like
put
that.
syrup on.
Are you one of those callers you don't like your food to touch?
That's me.
No, I'm not one of those, but I don't like sweet eggs. I don't like syrup on my eggs.
Tommy, you don't
I
want
like
your
my
food
eggs
touched?
separate from the pancake.
Yeah, especially them greens, Jay. That green juice can't be running everywhere. That's
Oh, yeah.
That's too
My
much.
friend used to eat pancake syrup, eggs, sausage, potatoes, ketchup, mix it all together and eat that.
no.
I couldn't eat with her.
That's
I could not
clogged.
eat with her.
I got a partner. I can't say his name because y'all know it. Chops up all his food and then stirs it together.
Yeah, what is
A lot of
what
people
is
do that,
about?
right?
Well, it's-
Every single meal.
I can't. That's something I can't do.
No.
His plate be looking like damn trash. And it's so
It's not
embarrassing because when the waiter come back and go, excuse me, sir? Because it looked like he didn't drop the food on the floor and put it back on the plate.
Oh, goodness.
It messes the waiter, because you know when the waiter come back to the table and go, is everything okay? He come back to the table every time and go, is everything okay? And just focuses on him. And he be just eating and he get mad. Yeah, I like my food like this.
Wow.
Sound like a dog pail.
Yeah. But I mean, we eat with our eyes too, so you want your plate to look nice. The
Sexy.
presentation. Yeah.
But you know, now that you eat, we all eat better. When you see somebody overdo it, you go, what is wrong with you?
Yeah. All right, we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so Steve, Chance the Rapper, we have to say congratulations to him. Chance the Rapper got married over the weekend. Chance the Rapper and his bride, Kirsten Corley, walked down the aisle in Newport Beach. Us Weekly reports that Kanye West, Kim Kardashian, Dave Chappelle, they were all among the celebrities in attendance. It was 150 people at the wedding. This is according to the Chicago Tribune. The couple were married in a private civil ceremony last December. But they actually,
so they did.
yeah, they actually
his
walked
wife
down the
probably
aisle.
went to
took
the
a
courthouse
chance.
and
Is that
then-
right?
So
No, that's good.
That was
You like
great.
Chance,
That
right,
was great.
Steve?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, good dude.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
Steve, you're out of the country right now, but you heard that J-Lo and A-Rod are engaged.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. He gave her $1 million.
15 carats?
Yeah, $1 million.
How many carats?
15.
15.
Oh, that ain't pressure.
I ain't never bought 15 carats from the store.
I think it's 15.
He bought a Kobe ring. That's what he bought.
He bought a
little bit more than that.
Was it?
Yeah.
It's beautiful, though. The ring was beautiful. Yeah, between 11 and 15 carats. Yeah.
Wow,
You ever bought 11 carats at the store, Jay?
I ain't even seen it.
Never bought 11. 6 is all I need.
The stores we go to don't have 11 carats.
If you cut up stew, you don't cut up 11 carats.
You know, earlier we were talking about you guys all going out on tour. Steve, you, Jay, of course, Junior, and of course you, nephew.
Call one more
Problem
time.
gonna be Tommy.
What did you say, Tommy?
I said the problem's gonna be the money.
Oh, the problem's going to be the money.
Yes. Because,
What do you mean?
Because Mufasa is always used to taking the lion's share.
Oh, by Mufasa, you mean your uncle?
Hell yeah.
Okay, what is the baby cub name?
Simba.
Now, Simba don't eat as much as
Mufasa.
As who, Steve?
Mustafa.
Mustafa.
Okay, who y'all just say he was?
Mufasa.
Mufasa.
Oh.
Ooh.
But we can work it out. Because I want to do it.
good.
We'll work it out. We'll work it out because I want to do it.
Yeah.
There'll be no problems on me and Junior at all. At all.
Oh,
No.
I thought you were Team Tommy.
I didn't say he was going to be a problem. I just said it won't be on us. Okay, that's what I said.
Well, if it ain't gonna be a problem out of y'all, who you say?
Who
the
is
problem
it?
gonna be?
Exactly.
I didn't say, I said it won't be one out of us.
No. See, you off Team Tommy.
Yeah, see, that's not a Team Tommy type statement. Tell him, Steve.
Let me clear up what I said. I said there will not be a problem.
Okay, Junior, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Just real quickly. It's 4 of us. Just give me a percentage breakdown of what you like to see it go at.
I would go at my percentage. You give me 15% of it. I'm good.
Write that down, Monica. Mississippi Monica, write that down. 15% for Junior. Go ahead.
Well, what's she getting to write it down?
Yeah, Jay?
It's 80.
Hey, man, I'm good. Whatever you give me, I'm good. I'm humble.
Oh, hell,
Wow.
give him 5 then. If that's Tommy. What?
I ain't stupid. I said I'm good.
Percentage. He done took 15. We gave him 5. That's 20. 80 left.
Yeah.
Hell, 40.
Okay, can I say something?
See,
we sound like people who don't win the lottery and get into a full argument. You know?
All right, thank you guys. We're coming back with our last break of the day and Steve's closing remarks right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, here we are, guys, with our last break of the day. It's been a good day, good Tuesday.
Fun
enjoyed
day.
Yeah, we had a good day.
It was a good day.
Fun morning at
Yeah.
work.
What's up, Birmingham?
Oh, yeah,
Oh, what's up
Junior,
with
how was
Birmingham?
that?
How was Birmingham,
How was
man?
that?
Oh, great, man. Stardom, thank you so much. I love y'all.
Is
I
that one
can't
of the
wait to
best
come
clubs
back.
in the country, man? It is. It really is.
It is, man.
That's
And
the
Bruce
best.
said, hey, Uncle Steve, he said he would like to just say he would like to call and talk to you for a second. Just want to say thank you.
You can propose the concert with you, all 4 of you guys.
No, not at the Dome.
No, we need a bigger place.
Oh, you need a bigger place.
With the cut I'm going to get, yeah, we need a bigger place.
I thought you didn't have a number.
I changed it. I've been thinking about it.
32.
And what
You're in
we're
here
talking
now,
about. And what are we talking about? You guys doing a
The
concert,
concert,
together?
the comedy
Yes.
concert
Yeah.
together.
Okay.
Oh, that'd be
Steve's
great.
coming back. Jay does his shows every weekend. Tommy does his. Junior just left Birmingham.
Everybody tight now. Steve's up
Yeah.
on his feet every week. So
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Yeah.
everybody tight.
Killing
Be
it.
tight.
Oh, man,
Every
this
morning, every day.
This
Yeah,
would be
who
a
would
great
host it?
show, guys. This would be
We
a
need
great
you
show.
to host. You the host. Now, you got to be the host. You're presenting us.
Oh, I like it, Jay.
Yeah.
Then my percentage going to go up.
Yeah.
Y'all need to have a meeting off
Yeah,
air.
oh, yeah.
I want to close.
It
I
definitely
wanna
need to
close.
be off air.
No.
wanna
I
close.
like discussing it on air so people can see what I be dealing with.
Reality radio. Steve, you always did like to have all your meetings on the air.
My goodness.
Always. All right. Before we get out of here, I know you're going to leave us with some parting closing remarks.
You know, I'm broadcasting from Dubai, and I was thinking about my life and how fortunate that it is. Having gone through everything that I've gone through, and to be at this place in my life is just an amazing blessing. Nothing, I have no other thing. It ain't been lucky. It ain't been nothing. It's just been a blessing. It's but by the grace of God, because he's just shown me so much favor, allowed me to survive so many hardships and setbacks. But he's done the same thing for you. I remind you of something that came to me a couple of weeks ago. When I think of all the days that it looked like I'm not going to make it through, when it looks like I just can't endure another moment of what I'm going through, I think about my track record of surviving bad days, and so far it's 100%. All of your roughest days, you survived them all. Your track record for surviving rough days, everybody, is 100%. That's God's grace. With that in mind, and I think about my life, I want to share this with you. I just came up with it today. I'm calling these the 3 E's. Number 1, I want you all to start exploring. I want you to start exploring. Start going on the internet. Just explore. Just see what's out there. Google destinations and places, stuff you hear about, stuff you've heard about. Google stuff that you hear somebody talking about that you know nothing about. Just explore. Just go online, pull up pictures of hotels you hear people talking about, destinations you hear them talking about, beaches, reefs, stunning sunsets, all in America, the Grand Canyon, the Niagara Falls. Go out the country. Just Google it. Just explore. The next thing I want you to do, I want you to expose. Your next E is to expose yourself to more things. Try something different at the restaurant. Don't get the same thing every time you go. Try a different restaurant. Go to a different place. Don't do the same thing every year. We go to the exact same spot. Expose yourself to something different. Just try it. Don't. You got the same hairstyle. Change it. Just expose yourself to something else. Ladies gonna do it anyway. But I'm talking about, man, go buy yourself something different to wear. I ain't saying you gotta spend more, something more expensive, but go try something else on. You know, I just love black. Buy some white. Just try it. I always send my wife roses. Send her something else. Think, man. Think of exposing yourself to something different. That will lead to your 3rd E, experience. If you explore more, if you expose yourself to more, you're going to have a different experience, man. And life is full of riches. But in order to get to the real riches of life, y'all, you got to explore and you got to be willing to expose yourself to get a better experience. You know, if you drive the exact same way to work and the exact same way from work, just one time, try a different route. Go see something else. Go out to a neighborhood that you can't afford right now. Drive through, take pictures of houses. Dream a little bit. Expose yourself to it. Explore it. Put it in your conscience. Ask God to give it to you. If you explore more things and try to expose yourself, you'll change your experience. And life for you could be a whole lot richer. You should try it. That's my remarks for today.
Damn, all right.
All right.
All the way from
the
Dubai.
3 E's.
Right now.
I like it.
Y'all have a good weekend.
On
the way there it is, because it ain't the same day it is back over there.
Tuesday morning over here.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit steveharveyfm.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.